commencing with the workshop to summarize the benchmarks of season year 2024 and to give several important announcements for the season year 2025, we have Dr. KC Bora, one of the founding members of BAJA India and currently serving as the advisor to address the webinar now. Dr. Bora is the past chairman of BAJA India and has been associated with it since inception. A professor emeritus at COEP Technology University, Dr. Bora has been a major driving force in successfully conducting BAJA India events so far and continues to do so. He has been a part of SA India for more than 30 years and is a chairman of ASDC expert group on electric vehicles. Over to you, Dr. Bora.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good evening, friends, and my dear students and faculty. It's a privilege to be with you once again on this Baha 2025. We have a 1-hour session where my colleagues would be speaking on autonomous Baha, hydrogen Baha, M Baha, and E Baha. Before that, I would like to give an introduction to Baha India 2025. Next slide, please. Yeah, so SA India is a 25-year-old organization, Society of Automotive Engineers, and affiliates to SAE International in USA. They have around 5,000 professional members, around 50,000 student members, and around 500 collegiate clubs across India. And they conduct a lot of events for the engineering college students like Supra, Aerothon, Tiffan, and many events. They also do a school children event called A World in Motion, where they make small cars similar to Baha, but instead of running on the track, they run in the classroom, which runs only for, say, 10 meters. Next slide, please. So Baha is one of the flagship event of SA India, and we started this event in 2007. December 2007 was the first event, and this Baha SA India 2025 would be the 18th event in the series. It is a national level engineering competition. We call it as an out of classroom education. When you design the car, when you make the car yourself, when you run the car yourself, then your education assimilation would be 100%. And that's what we want you to do. Our aim is not competition. Our aim is not winning. Our aim is learning. In the process, there is fun and challenge through winning. Also, there are many policies which are laid down by government, Ministry of Industry, Ministry of Transport, and Ministry of Environment and Forest, which talks about automotive mission plan, which talks about electric mobility mission plan, and also National Green Hydrogen Mission Plan, which was released in January 2024. So we also read these policies and we try to employ some of the theme there so that we are in line with the policies laid down by the government. So last year, we started 2 more events, the autonomous Baha and hydrogen Baha. We will talk about it in subsequent slides. Next slide. So as I told you, M Baha was the first event we started in December 2007. And then we had gone to meet Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam to invite him for the event. And he said, you do something different, do something which will be sustainable for the country. And that's how we came back, discussed with Dr. Pawan Goenka, our mentor, and we started E-Baha in 2015. And last year, as I told you, we started H-Baha and A-Baha. When I say H-Baha, it is not just hydrogen. We started with CNG last year, that is in 2024. 2025, it will be HCNG, and then hydrogen. Similarly, autonomous Baha, we start with ADAS, and then go to level 2, 3, 4. And in future, we would have a driverless car. Next slide. So we call this as a multiverse of mobility. So last year, we had a very good response. Around 164 teams participated in this event. I must tell you, this year, it's much higher than that. Around 200 teams are participating. And we were very lucky to see the diversity in terms of the states. Almost each and every states were represented, the highest being Maharashtra first, Tamil Nadu second, and Kerala third. Next slide, please. This year, we are fortunate that we have team from IITs, NITs, also more teams from IITs and NITs. As I told you, we started HBAHA and ABAHA from last year. HBAHA was concluded in January at Pithampur, and ABAHA, which is yet to happen, it is planned in first week of July 2024 in Pune, which is being hosted by AREI. So last year, that is in Baha 2024 HBAHA, there were only 3 teams. 10 teams applied, but finally 3 teams came to the site with their CNG cylinder and bricks and the Greaves engine, and they were able to run for 3 hours in the endurance. Similarly, we have ABAHA where we also had 10 teams, but finally now only 5 teams or 6 teams are there who would be participating in ABAHA event in July 2024. There are various industries who are supporting us like Advantex, Greaves and Atul Auto for HBAHA, and Continental, Daimler, JLR and Valeo for autonomous Baha. Next slide, please. Can you go to the next slide? Yeah, good. So something more about Baha I would like to say, but you will have a detailed presentation on Baha. Each event is divided in 3 parts. Phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3. Can you go to the slide? Yeah. So in phase 1, it is basically a preliminary round. So those who are participating in Baha 2025, they will also have a similar preliminary round first, followed by a virtual dynamic round, and then the physical dynamic event round. We will explain about this more when we come to the Baha 2025 event dates. Next. So we also ensure that diversity, sustainability, all these words are very important these days. Industry is looking forward to engineers who understand sustainability. So we have ensured that at every event there is some or the other form of sustainability, like Go Green event, Green Efficient event, Go Green and Sustainability event. And so, for example, we have NSYS Granta, which students are given free license, and you have to find out what is the carbon footprint when you transport your vehicle, when you design your vehicle, when you manufacture your vehicle, and when you run your vehicle. And based on that, what is your carbon footprint and how can you reduce the carbon footprint by using a better material or using 3R. So sustainability will be now across all the formats of Baha. Next. Yeah. So also it is very interesting to know that many students get on the spot offer, that is the jobs or the placement during the event. The event is generally starts with an HR meet test. These days the HR meet test is done online. It can be taken before a month also. And after that there is a group discussion, interview. After the event, the next day after the validity function, you have to be there for 2 days. And those students who get good marks in the Baha aptitude test, BAT test, they are invited to participate in the HR meet. And last year, that is in Baha 2024, we had Acropolis, we had BV Raju, where we had an HR meet. And in first week of July, whoever is left, they can come to Pune, and at Ajinkya DY Patil University, we will be having an HR meet along with the Baha event. And these are the companies who come forward to interview the students and give them on the spot placement offer. Next. This year we have altogether a new and dynamic team. We have Mr. S. Balraj, who is the chairman of the organizing committee. Dr. Pawan Goenka continues to mentor us as the chairman of the steering committee. And we have 2 young dynamic people, S. Hariharan and Yash Kakade, who are now the alumni head. So we have a steering committee, we have an organizing committee, and we have an alumni committee. Alumni committee are those members who have earlier participated in Baha, and now they are ready to give back to the society. They have joined industry, and then they help us and they bridge the gap between the organizing committee and the teams. So teams, you would be talking to this alumni committee, and the head of the alumni committee is S. Hariharan from Chennai and Yash Kakade from Pune. Then we have a preliminary round the first phase, where we have Bharat Padalkar, Rajadurai, and Jaisri as the convener, joint convener, and co-convener. And then after that, we have a virtual round where Ruturaj Patil and Lalita Patra would be the convener and joint convener. Also, we have a physical round for which we have not declared the conveners. Many conveners would be from industry in the physical round. So we are waiting for those names to be announced. But you as a team members or faculty advisor would be in direct touch with Hariharan and Yash Kakade. Next slide, please. Yeah. So this is a very, very tentative plan. So we are not sure, the dates may change, the venue may change, but this is our wish list for BAJA SAEINDIA 2025, where we are inviting some of the new colleges like Sri Sai Ram College of Engineering to come and participate with us. And we plan to do the preliminary BAJA there. As far as e-BAJA is concerned, we have not decided whether it will be at VVRIT or Chitkara University. M-BAJA would be positively at NETREX, and H-BAJA would be in Pune because the hydrogen CNG, HCNG is available in Bombay and Pune only. And regarding autonomous BAJA phase 3, we are yet to declare because we are yet to complete phase 3 of autonomous BAJA 2024. So we will be doing the registration of autonomous BAJA 2025 next month, and then we will declare the venue for phase 3. So this is in short tentative dates. Starting from July 2024 will be the preliminary BAJA, November 2024 will be the phase 2, and phase 3 will be 4 different events starting from December 2024, and we hope to end by April 2025. Next slide, please. So we have called for the theme. Every year we have a different theme. Like last year it was Multiverse of University. And this year, you all who are attending this have a chance to design a theme and then send it to us. You can just go on the social media and the link is given where you can submit your design theme. With this, any other slides left here? Next slide. Yes. With this, I complete my part of the kickoff meeting of the presentation. Thank you very much. We have around 50 sponsors who are supporting us, and we are also supported by SAE International, Automotive Component Manufacturers Association, Society of Indian Manufacturers Association, Society of Indian Automotive Manufacturers, Automotive Skill Development Council, AICTE, FICITA in UK, and Hydrogen Society of India. These are the various organizations, and recently ECMA, that is Exhaust After Treatment Device Manufacturers Association, has also agreed to support us. And we are very happy that more than 50 sponsors are there to support us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Vora. Now that we have a hold on the timeline and the brief on the upcoming season, let us get an overview on the individual categories which BAJA SAEINDIA has to offer us. Now, we have Dr. Sudhir Gupte to brief us on a live example of how a futuristic vision can so commendably be transformed into the present. Yes, the BAJA SAEINDIA 2025. Dr. Gupte is currently serving as the Principal Associate at NATRAX and has been associated with BAHA since inception. Over to you, Dr. Gupte.
Yeah, I would just like to add one line. In BAJA SAEINDIA 2007, the first event, Professor Gupte was a faculty advisor on behalf of one of the college of Gujarat. And today he is an organizing committee and he is the advisor for BAHA. So that is the sea change in this last 18 years. Over to Professor Gupte.
Thank you, Yash. Let us begin the slide. Next slide, please. If you look at, let us go to the workflow, or in terms of as a team that you have registered for BAHA, how should you go about participating in this event? So first of all, you have to form a team, then understand what are the uh, components of your uh, vehicle, drivetrain, and then go through the complete rule book, or rather go through the complete rule book and then derive as to what kind of component that you want to use, what kind of battery you want to use, what type of motor and the gearbox ratios, the tire size, and of course the rule book, roll cage, the brake system, the steering system, and all that. So for designing all this, you need to actually follow all the entire rule book and then prepare for the phase one. That is where you will have to present your design to the judges, wherein they will assess as to your knowledge and understanding of designing of a buggy called ATV, Baha ATV. And then you will come down after that first phase. You will secure some certain ranking or marks according to the kind of understanding as well as the presentation and the question answer. Then you will go to the second phase and third phase. So second phase, third phase, you are required to register together, and then you start preparing your vehicle, building your vehicle in terms of components available in the market, the component that you want to design yourself, because eBaha offers complete flexibility in terms of what kind of battery that you want to use. Of course, limited to lithium based batteries. And then the limitation is only 120 ampere hour battery that you can use. The another limitation is total power that you can use is 9 kilowatt, but otherwise the set of batteries that you can use is unlimited, unrestricted. The motor type is unrestricted. Whatever type of motor that you want to use, that is also unrestricted. So you can explore as to what kind of battery, what kind of motor, BMS controller that you want to design or available in the market, and then go for integration of all those. Earlier, when we started in 2015, we were offering the entire set of kit, powertrain kit, and then the students were required to assimilate and integrate all those components and build a vehicle. But today we have got a liberty or rather luxury of choosing the kind of component that you want to use for achieving the better performance or competitive performance in the um, Baha event. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. If you are a new team, then you need to, you will have a common question as to how do we go about. Uh, uh, Fundamentally, any vehicle, if you want to design, you need to, estimate as to what kind of total weight based on the previous vehicles that have been built for Baha or otherwise. And then you start working on all your components as based on rule book again, because rule book will limit you the power of power to be combined power allowed to be used, that is 9 kilowatt and 48 to 54 volt of motor voltage. Rest all are unlimited. You can swap the batteries by using low ampere hour battery or maximum 120 ampere hour battery, and then you can use the different types of controllers, if, motor types, particularly if you look at there can be BLDC motor, there can be asynchronous motor, there can be um, hub motors. Some of the teams, once I believe, one of the team had used hub motors. So you have a liberty to use any kind of motor, and then you can integrate all those components to build your vehicle. Next, test your vehicle, validate your vehicle, and then come for the competition. Next. Next slide, please. This is what is an outline of, sorry. the timeline that is Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft project plan. This is an indication as to what kind of timeline that you will have to follow with respect to building your vehicle or participation in eBaha event, and the why number of activities that are mentioned, and the right side there are timelines and the responsibilities of rather who will do what, that has to be indicated so that you can actually track as to how you are preparing your vehicle, where are the red flag to be raised, what is happening, why there is a delay, or you what actions a captain or the faculty advisor or the respective team which is working on that particular type of component or aggregate will have to take action and hasten the project so that finally you are ready with your vehicle well before tested completely at your end, at the college end, and you are able to compete with the other teams. Next slide, please. Same that I was talking about is to electric powertrain. In terms of powertrain, the number of students that you should have, uh, because this is electric powertrain, generally mechanical and automobile engineering students will face difficulties in various kind of performance parameters or specifications to decide the specifications of battery or motor or controller or BMS. You need to have some of the students from electrical or electronics, electrical and electronics, some of the students, if possible, from mechatronics, or if you have a branch like that in your college, as well as mechanical and automobile students. And these students again discuss within themselves and decide as to what kind of specification they would like to have for their motor, controller, battery, and then other electrical components. Basically, you need to have complete clarity about high voltage system and ground low voltage system, because and the electric diagram will have to be prepared so that you are actually working on proper on your vehicle with complete safety, as well as for your students who are working on the vehicle, as well as the driver and other vehicle users, competitors in the field. So let's go to the next slide, please. I actually we want you to decide as to complete specification of each of the component that will go into powertrain. We need you to decide as to limitations of max temperature, max voltage, max amperes that will be consumed or during charging or during operation. So this kind of specifications you need to decide. We wish that you probably may be able to design your BMS so that you give those specifications to the supplier rather than buying their own, so that you understand and learn. And when you are uh, through with this event, when you go and work for an industry, uh, then you are actually able to deliver as to what you will learn. Similarly, the EV, particularly, you are all aware that it's very paramount importance that when you work with EV electric vehicle, you need to work very safe for yourself as a while building the vehicle, using all those tools which are insulated with rubber insulation, and the driver is also safe. Next slide, please. As I said, eBaha offers complete flexibility for choosing powertrain component as started in 2015, like battery chemistry, the type of motor, four-wheel drive. I believe last year we were thinking of having four-wheel drive or a all-wheel drive as compulsory for e-Baha from this year. Probably we will communicate that in short time. Yeah, next slide. Next slide, please. Baha, we encourage innovation that I think Dr. Vinay Munra sir will talk about. This is, let us keep this slide. Munra sir will talk about, because mostly these innovations students talk about during the Baha event. They are all, something which is implemented some of the vehicle or somewhere in the world, which implemented on Baha or e-Baha cannot be called as innovation. That is what is very important. Innovation has to be completely ingenious idea that you are to develop and implementing on the vehicle. Only then it will be considered as an innovation. Next slide. Next slide, please. So this is one particular thing, that slide which we would like to talk about is generally the mistakes teams make during this competition is not going to the rule book completely. I would request even the faculty advisors also to go through the rule book completely, so that they will be able to track what the students are making mistake, or guide the students at appropriate time, rather than facing difficulties at the time of technical inspection at a site. Not following presentation guidelines or not following submission guidelines deadlines. The designing of HV and GLV circuits are not proper, particularly the starting circuit, starts of sequence that is mentioned in the rule book. You must critically study and understand, and then have questions. Please ask our mentors, which will be assigned to each of the teams, and we wish you that you complete the vehicle in all respect properly, following all the rules. Next slide. Next slide, please. This is just a graph as to how we have been progressing. 54%, 58% of the teams passed TI in the year 2022, maybe 75% in the year 2023, and 2024 it was 88%. The students are doing well, but however, we want 100% teams to clear TI, and they don't have any difficulties at the event site for clearing TI. The next slide will show you. Next slide, please. As to how many teams on the first day, second day, out of the 63 teams which cleared TI in 2024, which was say only 8 in the beginning, then maybe 27, and then 28. So second day and third day. We want this graph to reverse. We want 28, 32 teams to clear on the first, because we have 92 teams registered for e-Baha this year. We will have quite a big rush on the first day, second day. And if you are left out third day, you don't cry as to our teams could not finish the TI in time. If you miss on TI, you miss on next other events like brake test and acceleration test, or even the endurance test. I wish all the best to all the teams. Study the rule book and be ready for the event. This year it will be much more competitive. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you so
Gupta.
much.
Okay. So teams, any queries, any doubts which you have, you can put it in the chat box now. We will address it later on. So just put it in the chat for now. So now that all the batteries have charged, I would like all the drivers to relax and be at ease, as we have Mr. Shantanu Sonar to brief you on BAJA India 2025. Mr. Sonar is currently serving as the DGM at Daimler Truck Innovation Center, India, responsible for active safety and automation. With an experience of more than 10 years in autonomous vehicle and ADAS, hearing from Shantanu sir on autonomous Baha would be truly insightful. Over to you, sir.
Good evening,
Shantanu,
everyone, and very warm welcome to the next season of SAE Baha. what I'm going to brief you in next 10 to 15 minutes is what is Baha, Baha, what is that we are targeting as a mission vision, and how the competition will be structured. Next slide, please. Yeah. So what is Baha? Baha, all of you know, as we heard that, okay, you can relax now, the batteries are charged, you can relax, and the vehicle is going to drive on your own, on its own, right? That's the autonomous vehicle, which I'm very sure most of you have seen is quite trending. It start from ADAS, which is a assisted features to complete autonomous. And what we are targeting is to develop and demonstrate full autonomous driving in all terrain vehicles. That means we want all of you and the next batches coming up to develop and demonstrate the autonomous vehicle, which won't only drive on the regular roads but might serve multiple purposes, multiple levels of autonomy, which I'll be talking on the next slides, and also in multiple terrains. This will help you to gain a lot of experience across how to create solutions which can run in different environmental situations. And environmental situation doesn't mean only the climatic condition, but also off-road to on-road, from a passenger vehicle to commercial vehicle, and so on. The overall vision, what we have, what you see on the right side, the right focusing arrow, is that we are really targeting. I'm pretty passionate about autonomous vehicle, and we are really targeting to develop that passion, develop that talent in our country, by providing this platform where we can have a lot of hands-on experiences, where you can have a lot of hands-on experiences to learn and each and everything. When we heard in the last two presentations, we have seen that Baha have been running in our country for almost 18 years. And when I see a lot of resumes, a lot of students, they have Baha in the resume. And and you guys have hands-on. The same thing is what I would like to see for autonomous technology as well. This is a very highly interdisciplinary event. That means you would have eBaha, you will have to convert that into ABAHA. What does that mean? It means you have to convert that into drive-by-wire system. You have to install the actuators. You have to do the harnessing, for which the mechanical engineering, electrical engineering is required, electronics is required. You have to write your code into the embedded system, for which electronic engineering and computer science will be required. And you would have to write a lot of AIML algorithms which will make the vehicle intelligent. That is where more and more disciplines and more fields will come in. And that's a wonderful opportunity for you to collaborate with each other and also learn a lot from each other. We have a lot of sub-event focuses which actually help you to focus into the technologies that create autonomous vehicles, right from the sensing, where you sense what is happening through radars, cameras, and different sensors. You perceive when you drive, where you see something and then you perceive that there's someone in front of us. That's a perception that you have to implement. And you control the vehicle using your hands and legs, and that are the controllers using the accelerator, braking, and steering. Uh, all this also have to do with a lot of safety to come in, that if something goes wrong, how the vehicle can still keep the passengers, the surroundings safe. And that is where functional safety, sustainability, all these things comes into picture. And as Vora sir earlier said, the whole purpose is to train our students coming up, and that is where we give a touch of sales and costing and multiple things. Here we expect you to gain a lot of hands-on experiences of autonomous system, right from the simulation. If you look at the V-cycle development, by any chance you have the simulation to be done, on which before going to a real vehicle you have to simulate algorithms in a virtual vehicle, where the phase 2 what we had done was in MATLAB and Apache CarMaker. And then you put that into real vehicle, with a real vehicle built up, and test it on the tracks. And of course, we all are here to support you. We all are here to define the criterias, the competition, in a way that you will actually get the way we work in the industry, possibly what I work in Daimler, some experiences of the regulations, some experiences of how the system can be made safe is been brought into the competition. And along with me, there are multiple experts across the industry from different companies who we are coming together to define all these criteria with the Baha Alumni team, who is very much hands-on in the in overall building up the Baha vehicles. Next slide, please. I'm pretty sure you might have seen the various levels of SAE, the 5 levels of automated driving. Level 1, where you only get the warnings. Level 2 is which is partially automated. The level 1, when you get warning, is more of guiding the driver that something is going wrong. So please get alive. Please get cautious and act on it. Level 2 is where you see a level of autonomy where the vehicle can take a bit of a control or partial control and help you to assist or stay a little bit relaxed, and it can act on your behalf, like adapt to cruise control. It can adapt the speed of the front vehicle to your own vehicle. Lane keep assist where the lane centering can be done, and so on and so forth. When we go to level 3, which is conditional autonomous, this kind of a complete autonomous where the vehicle can run on its own in a completely in an autonomous mode, but in that the driver has to be hands off, legs off, but eyes have to be on the road. Your brain have to be on the road. You have to be cautiously. If the control is still with you, is of course debatable. Your eyes can be off, but you still have to be brains on. You have to look at what is happening. Level 4 is where you're fully autonomous. That means even the brain can be off. You can sleep in the car, you can read books, or maybe there may not be anyone sitting on the driver's seat as well. I was quite privileged yesterday to run through a robotaxi. I'm in another country now, so I actually got experience sitting on the back seat, no one front, and we ran through the city, and it just gives a wonderful feel. And just imagine when your solution goes there, and you see the vehicle running on your own, what you have developed. Imagine what the feel will come up. And then it's a fully autonomous level 5 where you might not even have controls. That's the timeline what we are looking for. Can you please stay on the slide? Yeah, that's the timeline what you're looking for. 2024, we focus on level 2. No, please stay on the previous slide. 2024, we focused on level 2, where we are actually focusing that let's go in a step-by-step form. Let's have minimal functions for you to develop. The next 1 or 2 years will focus on level 2 plus and level 3, where step by step will increase the autonomy in the vehicle, so that when you collaboratively with different disciplines, you come together. I urge you to take your faculty members support as well. When you develop, you are also going to pass on the further knowledge to next teams also, right? And that is where step by step we plan to increase the autonomy. By 2026, we should reach at least level 3 very well being going on. 2027 onwards, we have to go complete autonomous. That means the vehicle in an endurance form, in a competition form, actually should be working fully autonomous form. And then let's see how we can structure the 29 onwards. It might be without controls, it might be off-road, and that is where we'll come up with more thoughts of how to make it more challenging and more promising and more funful. Next slide, please. I see already a couple of rapids running. I'm happy for the feedbacks. Thank you. Where are we now? So, of course, we're in the season 1 of 2024 season. And what we have done, as I said, is a step-by-step form of a level 2 first. We of course defined 6 or 7 different features, but ultimately when we entered this phase 2, we kind of relax it with only 4 features. Autonomous emergency braking, that is when you're going on a high speed and there's a slow speed vehicle or a pedestrian or someone in front and you're going to collide, the vehicle have to stop on its own. That is the most safety critical function. Any regulation comes for ABS. Lane keep assist is lane centering. The last one is adaptive cruise control, what I mentioned, and the third one, what you see, is the path following. Here we introduce a traffic light so that your image processing can work. You detect a red to green change of a traffic light. You start follow the road using your lane keep. In fact, we're also wishing to put a vehicle in front so that you follow the vehicle as well, and which of course is not the scope, but it's basically following the path, and then at the end you see a red light on which you stop. So we ran through this competition. 2 stages are complete. Phase 1, we focus on the ideation, the concepts, the design, the thought process, including the project management, the validations, the V-cycles, and what are the actuators and sensor selection, how the team is looking for. Phase 2, we focus purely on a virtual dynamic round. That means the models were developed, the algorithms were developed in MATLAB. IPG CarMaker was the environment where it ran. Our alumni team themselves kind of created a couple of tracks which were given for the teams to execute their algorithms. The purpose was to really move the focus from a mechanical adaptation of the vehicle to algorithm, that you focus on algorithm, on the perceptions, on the control algorithms, make it working in the virtual environment, which makes it a bit simplified. And phase 3 is where we want the students to go back to mechanical, create a drive-by-wire system, put up their algorithms. I know that the timeline is pretty strict. We are targeting to complete this by July first or second week. Tentatively is in Pune as of now. We are finalizing the venue along with our other colleagues. And then looking at the various conditions, what minimally we want to focus is the drive-by-wire working properly? The actuators are working properly. If not, the algorithms cannot control the vehicle. Second is, how are your algorithms perceiving the environment? Are they able to see the vehicle in front, the pedestrians, the traffic signs, and so on? And then the individual, those 4 features, will they work together? Can we integrate it? Based on the venue and the timeline, we'll finalize all this. But these are the 3 phases what were defined to guide the teams to come to a level where at least a drive-by-wire system with good detections and algorithms are there. And next season, we will increase more and more challenges. Next slide. For 2024, we have actually managed to get pretty good sponsors. The organizing team, Vora sir, everyone have done a lot of efforts to actually bring about a lot of sponsors with ATS, with ARAI, JLR, Conti, Daimler, Value, a couple of them actually coming together and sponsoring a set of components. The radars have been sponsored by Continental along the CAN SPI shield is basically an interface to radar which can talk to the Jetson Nano. Jetson Nano is a controller sponsored by us from Daimler Trucks. Camera is given by Value. Of course, we're also looking for a couple of more options there, but Value cameras are there. AMU is given by ATS. The Wi-Fi card has been given by the organizing team. Plus, there has been a 60,000 rupees sponsorship for the actuation to build your drive-by-wire system, sponsored by ATS and by JLR, and also MathWorks have invested a lot of time to train with answers for the sustainability, and ARI is actually giving us a test track where possibly the event is going to happen. Of course, the actuators, how it's been designed, this alumni team is going to review and do it. And we're also hoping that the next season in 2025, we are trying our best to get you equivalent support. And if we increase the complexity with the sensors, we'll also try to provide you more support with similar sponsorship. Nevertheless, the technical guidance is given That is with all the sponsors and our colleagues, we are actually trying to bring in a lot of guidance and help to all of you. Next slide, please. So how to get onboarded? Of course, as Vorasa mentioned, that the phase 3 is yet to be completed, so we haven't yet opened for the 2025 registration, which we are working pretty hard to complete pretty soon, possibly in July. But nevertheless, if you see this to be quite interesting, feel free to write to this email address, express your interest, express your thoughts, any questions that you have. We can of course answer it towards the end of the session. Nevertheless, you write back to us and we will try to give you the best possible answer. And that brings to the end of my presentation. Thank you very much and wish you all the best. And I hope to see more and more participation in the Autonomous Baha as well, along with the remaining chapters. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Shantanu sir. So to give you all an introductory note on the BAJA SAEINDIA 2025, we have a very
Yuvraj,
dynamic
Yuvraj, I'm so sorry. Can you be a little more louder?
Okay, sure, sir. Yes. Is this fine? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Possible.
So to give you all an introductory note on the BAJA India 2025, we have a very dynamic and respected member from the organizing committee, Mr. Vinay Mundra, who has been a part of BAJA India since inception. With more than 50 years of experience in automotive product development, Mr. Mundra is currently working as a freelance automotive consultant. So over to Mundra, sir.
Thank you and good evening, everybody. It's nice to be here today for this inaugural session for the Baha, and I'm happy that you have had already the session from Dr. Sudhir Gupte as well as on the A Baha, and subsequently it will be followed by the H Baha. But basically I would like to say that, you know, amongst the participants, I think I am told that you are about 60 Baha teams this time. Am I right? 60? 60 teams are there. So with these 60 teams,
60, Mundra sir, around 60 Baha and 92, 93 E Baha, and about 20 A Baha.
Okay, very good. So with these 60 Baha teams, I am not right now sure how many are from the newer teams and how many are the teams, you know, which are returning teams. But in any case, for whatever these variants which we are having now and which is in line with the technology trend, including
slide.
Hello?
Please start the first slide.
Yeah, well, I'll just give a small intro.
Yeah, sir, please continue.
Sure, sir.
So with the variants like E Baha, A Baha and H Baha, which have been introduced in line with the way the technology is progressing and the industry demands, it's very nice that Baha as an organization has taken up all these initiatives, whether it is right from E Baha, which was started a few years back, and now on to the A Baha and H Baha. But basically, as you would realize and agree, that the base vehicle still remains the basic buggy, which is the Baha, from which all these vehicles have been derived. So Baha still retains its importance as the base vehicle for all these various variants which we are having now and different events which we are doing together. So I would go through this few slides, and wherever necessary only I will, because Baha is a very large number of aggregates which we are looking at it. So for the teams which are particularly new, first time participating teams, this slide shows the terrain which is normally there for the Baha vehicles, and you will find that the almost on no road conditions with loose soil, sand, muddy, side slope, gradients, rocky surfaces with high ground clearance, so that the vehicle is able to traverse through these terrains is necessary. And are you able to hear me? Any problems?
Yes, sir, we are
Yes,
able
sir,
to
you're
hear you.
audible.
Yeah, no, okay, fine. I got here some notification saying that there is a poor quality of the. Okay, so the vehicle needs to be designed, manufactured, validated based on the rule book and these requirements which I have told you just now about the terrain. And there are some photographs which are given in this slide which shows the typical terrains which are there at the Natrax Pithampur for the Baha vehicle. And you would find the harshness of the terrain in this slide. Next slide. Some more pictures from the terrain and the different track. Now the one which is in the center is the suspension and handling track. You can see how the vehicle has to really traverse through these. It is a combination of the obstacles, side slopes, loose soils, drops, and all that. And the wheels are likely to either flung in the air or get stuck or lose contact with the ground. And in these all conditions, it becomes very necessary that the systems are designed to handle, whether it is, and particularly it would be the suspension, brakes and steering, which will matter a lot in terms of maneuvering these kinds of the terrain. And as far as the roll cage is concerned, the roll cage, once you stick to the rule book parameters which are specified, roll cage is extremely safe. There are no issues with the roll cage, but all problems and issues start mainly with the suspension, brakes and steering. These are the three. And the drive line which is there, if it is laid out properly, there are no issues also with the drive line normally. So let's go to the next slide. So these are some of the slides which are the older slides actually, because we are not using these kinds of the track right now. But a combination of all this is now there in the suspension, handling and maneuvering all the track. And typically you will find that the vehicles can roll over on the sides. They can also get into a somersault and again turn back and be on the road once again. So all these things mean that you need to take care of all the aggregates in a proper manner with the required fatigue and the strength built into it, so that the vehicle will not fail when you operate on these terrain and the tracks. Next slide. So when you look, once you have had a look at all these slides, then to summarize, it's off-road or no-road situations, obstacles, lower body should not get stuck over the obstacles, surfaces vary, from the look at the coefficient of friction from the road, it may vary right from 0.3, 0.25 until let's say 0.8. So this kind of wide variation, it should be in a position to take over. And also it's necessary to know that all the four wheels may not experience the same road friction. All the four wheels may be on the different road surface as you are traversing on the terrain, and you will have various coefficient of friction giving different tractions to each of the wheel. And here where the four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive comes handy, because once you have powered all the four wheels, you are in a position to really negotiate all the terrains very easily, unlike the 4x2 versions which we used to have in the past, where your only rear wheels were powered and the front wheels were not powered. So this gives you the the feel of the terrain and the requirement why four-wheel drive is necessary and how it is helpful. So road is not straight, quick sharp turns, required to keep the vehicle on the base path, avoid obstacles, narrow path, focus on the terrain all the time. Vehicle can roll over any time, hence driver safety, roll cage is important. Vehicle speeds are very low actually. The max is 60 kmph, which you will hardly attain during the entire event. The average speed will be between 30 to 40 and not exceeding 40 in any case, even during your endurance run, what you would do in the last day. So you must design a vehicle not considering the max speeds, You should design the vehicle with good acceleration and optimize the handling of the vehicle, including which means steering, brake and suspension performance, or the speeds ranging between 10 to 40 kmph or 10 to 40 kmph. It's not high speed which is mattering. Even if your speed is lower, but if you are able to handle the terrain very properly, it works very well and you are in a position to do the best performance. So the torque, the required torque at all these speeds is very important. Now I will skip some of the slides. Actually, go to the next slide. Next slide. Next slide. Now, most important, follow the rule book. What is given in the rule book? Rule book says that it is a rugged single seat off-road recreational vehicle, non-professional weekend enthusiast. Technical specifications to be finalized along, as you have seen from the requirements from the terrain. Prepare alternative layouts and optimize. Many of the teams who are the returning teams, they have participated several times and they are very well aware of all these things. And the newer teams who are going to participate for the first time must always, get the experience from the returning teams and also from their faculty members about this entire competition what we are having and the requirements of the vehicle. So what are the steps essentially? Study the rule book, have the full knowledge of the rule book, and every one of you, please go back to the slide. Everyone should have this. No, go back to the earlier slide. That's it. And it's jumping again. Go back to the earlier slide, please. Just leave it here. I'll take one more minute. So just note down all the requirements. Rule book specifies driver weight, height, and you must stick to that. And that should be your design criterion. It is necessary if you have 20 to 25 members, you must design the entire, divide the entire team. Who will handle what? And typical thing is given, how many people are generally required to handle each of these aggregates and the functions which are there in the vehicle. So this is something which is a guideline to you. Next slide. So these are the various books. I would highly recommend that each one of you study these books and go through the relevant chapters as per your role in the team. Whether suspension guy must look after all the suspension things, read it thoroughly, understand it. If you have questions on even from these books, you can put it on the forum which can be answered. So all 4 books what are listed here, your college or your team must have hands-on, including the rule book. And please study this before you proceed with the design of any aggregate, whether suspension, brakes, steering. Roll cage is covered by the rule book itself. So I would strongly recommend that if you do not have these books, please try to get these books and go through it. And whatever is listed on the left side is again the steps which are given, which we need to follow. Next slide. So most important criterion is, once we have made these alternative designs, select the one which is best, do the CAE simulation, virtual, static, dynamic softwares, use that, all that, so that your validation as well as from the virtual simulations, you would be very close to each other and your validation times can be reduced. Most important parameters: wheelbase, track weight, length, width, height, ground clearance, wheel tire size, curb weight, axle weight. And this is what is going to decide the entire specification for the other aggregates what we are going to, whether it is steering, suspension and brakes. All will have to be designed taking cognizance of all these 5 factors which are listed here. And you need to make all the supporting calculations so that you arrive at the very, very proper, robust final design and freeze the best design option, considering, of course, the weight, cost and manufacturing aspects of the vehicle. Next slide. So this is typical roll cage, and follow the rule book. I will say that's it. That's most important, which is there. I'll have tried to have the minimum welding, and excessive welding creates distortions. Requirement of fixtures is large. Try to bend the members by using proper bending machines, and do the analysis properly, impact analysis and all that, so that your roll cage is entirely safe, both when the vehicle drops down from the different heights, as well as when it has some impacts, or when the vehicle rolls over. So in the workshops which have taken place and which will take place, all these points will be covered individually from the aggregates. And coming back to suspension, brakes and steering, there are few points which have been listed, which will be elaborated during our workshop, which we will conduct for the 2025 Baha. So some of them are listed here. You can just have a look at it, but we will talk about it more when we have the workshop. Next slide. So something on the brakes. Now here I would say that this is one of the key points in all the vehicles, whether E Baha, H Baha, A Baha, M Baha, take any Baha. We have major issue related to brakes. Passing of the brake test, which is given in the rule book, is mandatory, and this is the one which is the toughest, where most of the teams are not, I will say a lot of teams, not most of the teams. Lot of teams fail to make the brakes pass as per the criterion which are laid down in the rule. So this must require the maximum attention from the team. And unfortunately, despite, I'm very sorry to say that even after 16, 17 events what we have had until now, still this remains the sore point. And this is only preliminary because of the lack of understanding of the brake as a subsystem and the requirements and the shortcuts which teams try to take, and which creates the problem. Otherwise things are pretty simple actually with the brakes, and particularly if you are able to have a good braking system for M Baha, which is common to, let us say, H Baha, E Baha and all that, other than the A Baha, because in A Baha you are likely to have a different controlling system for the brakes, where it may take care of all the brake related issues. But for other three vehicles, your brake system has to perform as a mechanical brake system, and one must ensure that proper brake force, brake pressure distribution is made between front, rear, left, right, depending upon the requirement, which is the weight distribution, one, and number two, to cater for the road friction which are there, and the dynamic transfer of weight, which is dependent on the height of the center of gravity, which makes the required, the calculation which you need to do on the dynamic weight transfer, and accordingly distribute your braking torque ratio between the front and the rear. So I would say that this should become a major activity for the teams to ensure that your brakes are absolutely properly designed and validated, and it should not need any attention whatsoever, and you should try to pass the brakes in one go. One attempt itself you should be able to do it. Once you appear from brakes, you should just simply pass the brakes. So this should be the endeavor for this vehicle in 2025. That is, let us try to ensure that more than 60% or 65% of the teams pass brakes in the first instance of appearing for the brake test. So I would give this as major important factor for all the Baha teams that try to do the brake design absolutely proper. Whereas for the steering and others, this is something which will relate to the performance and finally your performance and the endurance and all that. These are certain things which can be managed by the driver's skills, A, and B, small changes which you can make even later. But brakes is something where you will not be able to do much. So please try to ensure and take required necessary guidance during the workshops also on whatever issues you may have, however smallest it may be. But do first study before you come to the workshop. I would say that you must study those 4 books which has been given plus the rule book. Without studying rule book, without studying the relevant chapters from the 4 books, please do not attend workshop. That only will make it sure that you will be able to question, you will be able to ask, and you will get the necessary explanation from our experts. Next slide. So coming to powertrain, and this is something which is very, very, a welcome situation this year in 2025. We have been using the Briggs and Stratton engine all these days. Now, as we are advancing so much into Baha, where we have a different engine now and different powertrain, Baha has a different electric powertrain, Baha is having a superior driving control with the autonomous feature on the Baha vehicle. So Baha should not remain stagnant. So SAE India has decided to encourage students to explore powertrain for the Baha vehicles. So you are free to choose any engine now within a given specification, which will be the cubic capacity and the power band, which will be informed to you shortly. And you can select any engine of your choice within that CC and within that power band. And you can tune the engine as per what you need and integrate that engine into your buggy. So this is a new challenge and a new interesting feature which is being added from the year 2025. So this is something which the teams can decide. The older teams or the returning teams who have got Briggs and Stratton engine, they have a choice to use the Briggs and Stratton engine, whatever they have. The other teams who would like to still continue with Briggs and Stratton engine, because we are not going to have this now association with Briggs and Stratton. You could even borrow the engines from the other teams who are not participating. It's your choice. Or you can look for the other engines for which some recommendations will be made from our side within the given cubic capacity range and the power range. And you need to then, couple that engine with the transmission of your choice. And this will provide a new opportunity for students to learn something different rather than stay with the older engine what we have been doing for so many years now. So this is one of the key features for 2025 for Baha. But as far as the powertrain integration is concerned, you need to ensure that there is a good ground clearance as well as clearance all around the engine and transmission. Layout very properly, controls and safety points, air intake, exhaust system, routing and all that, which is essential from transmission side. Very important that the drive shaft angularities are maintained so that you do not have issues with the power transmission to the wheels, and particularly considering the four-wheel drive, you have a shaft which goes from rear to the front and then powers the front wheel. So this drivelines configuration is very, very essential, that all kinds of the limitations which are there from the transmitting joints, they are not exceeded, and you are well within 60 to 70% utilization of what its design capacity is in terms of the plunge movement or the angular movements. This is necessary. Do make proper calculations for speed, acceleration, gradability in various gears. And as I mentioned to you, do not bother so much about the max speed, but try to ensure that your acceleration, gradability, and your optimization is very good between, let us say, right from 10 kmph to 40 kmph speed. This will be indicated by the all these calculations and the traction analysis which you can make either manually or by the softwares which are available. Small programs, Excel programs can give you all these details. So CVT is generally used. It's your choice, CVT or manual, whatever you want to utilize it. If you use CVT, you have a new special care to be taken for the CVT, particularly from the point of view of the heat developed in the belt and all that, and also the proper tuning of the CVT so that you get the best of the transmission efficiency. So that has to be done, and also CG height control, which you will have to do it when you have an alternate engines which you will use other than Briggs and Stratton. Try to get to the CG heights which are closer to 500 millimeters from the ground. So you are all right. Don't go to the levels of 600, 650 and all that, because then your weight transfer will increase to the front and you will have challenges in the brake system performance and brake design. Next one. So I think I will skip these slides. This is feasibility for mass production. These are various design considerations: serviceability, driver comfort, ergonomics, quality by design, quality by build. These all things, once you take care of it, it is very easy to pass your technical inspection in first go. There are two important things. One is to clearing the TI very quickly so that you are eligible for the brake test. And TI clearance will depend totally on how you get back to the earlier slide, please. How you design, how you back to the earlier, how you make quality by design build. This is very important, and these will be also, these tips will be given to you also during the workshops which we will conduct. So these are the parameters which are going to be very important to you, considering this fact that you need to clear. Finally, the proof of the pudding is eating. And for that eating, it is necessary that you ensure all these things absolutely done very properly, and you don't have any kind of hiccups and problems when you come to the track site for the event. So this should be your extremely important focus right from now. Right from now, to ensure that you should say that our focus is going to be TI clearance in the first go and the brake system completely adherence to the and passing in the first instance. So please try to take this mantra forward right from day one, and whether it is E Baha, A Baha, H Baha or M Baha, it is equally applicable to everyone. You may have all kinds of features built in from the autonomous Baha or E Baha or H Baha, all. But if your basic vehicle itself is lacking and you are not able to clear the TI and the brakes, all that fun and the satisfaction is lost. So please give adequate importance to these things and study those books. As I said, study the rule book, then only attend the workshops which will be there, so that you are better informed and there will be good interaction at the event. Next slide. So get organized properly, bill of materials, technical part, all these we will cover during the workshops also. For simple, keep the design simple. This is very important. Make the thing simple. Don't try to get into complications of any kind. First, try to be as simple as possible, but very effective. Technical clearance, TI inspection, brakes, and that's it. And enjoy the event, that you are in a position to participate in all the situations. So you must organize everything very, very properly and try to be as simple as possible in terms of everything in your design itself, and also usage of the facilities and inspection equipment, and basics should be right. Next slide. So this I need not go through. These are various systems. Next slide. Fasteners is one of the things which somebody should take care of from your team. He should be only a fastener guy. He should fully understand what is the grade, what is the quality, what is the surface treatment required, what about the locking, various types of lockings, whether it's a nylock nut or a castle nut, or different types of washers which are being used. So because finally it is all joining many things together. And when you are talking of joining so many aggregates everywhere, fasteners come in. So I would say that a team having an exclusive fastener guy who is fully studied all the implications of using various fasteners would be a boon to that particular team. Please ensure that this is done, and most of the battle will be won here itself. Next slide. Next slide. Next slide, please. Now, finishing and surface protection, though not very, because you are only there for a little while, but in order to make the vehicle build appear everything properly, and there should be no rusting during this period from the completion of the build of the vehicle to the end of the event. So these things have become equally important. So this comes, though this comes last, but this also makes a difference in terms of the, that satisfaction of seeing your vehicle, which is very well finished, well built, well surface protected and all that, and you feel happy about it. And of course, judges would always like it. Next. Next slide. Thank you. So I think I did try to give you a brief overview at this stage at the inaugural session. What is important? Once again, let me summarize. Whether it is going to be whichever Baha, whether it is A Baha, E Baha, H Baha or M Baha, the basic buggy still remains important. Aggregate design remains important. The powertrains are changing and the degree of the various ways of controlling of the vehicle changes. But if your base vehicle is perfect, everything else will go smoothly. Else, you will not get that joy and satisfaction from the other events also, and also at Yamaha event. So I wish you all the best. And once again, I emphasize that everybody should read the rule book thoroughly. If questions are there on the rule book, put it on the forum. Read those 4 textbooks which have been listed. Each, whosoever is dealing with whichever aggregate, he must read the relevant chapters, put down, make his questions, what are there, ask those questions on the forum itself or during the workshops. So that will help you a lot and understanding will be more clear. My thinking or my desire or, is that 65 to 70% teams must clear on the first go the TI as well as the brake, so that we see so many vehicles running on the track during the endurance and you will be satisfied. All the best to you. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Mangala sir, for your inputs.
Yes, sir.
So teams, your question regarding the engine has been answered. More details on it will be put in the rule book and the guidelines which will be released. So stay put. So moving forward, I would like to call upon Dr. Bora to brief us on the BAJA India 2025, technology with limitless potential and budding future. Over to you.
So without going ahead with the introduction, let's start with the presentation. So I'm going to talk about Baha. I have around 20 slides. And before I start the presentation, I have a special announcement. We had told you that we are going to give a special announcement. So there will be special announcement at the end of the webinar also. Please bear with us. We have got slightly delayed, but yeah, I'm sure that you would have gained a lot of knowledge. And still you have a lot of questions which you can ask in the chat box. So the announcement is as an incentive for the participants of this webinar. Although the registrations for the Baha event, that is E Baha, H Baha and M Baha is over, we are once again tonight reopening the registration. In this registration portal will be open till Wednesday, 22nd May 2024. So you have 5 days to register. So you guys can register. You can inform your friends in case they want to register. They have 5 days to register for Baha SAEINDIA 2025. So with this, let's go to the next slide. Hydrogen is being talked about a lot these days, and people are saying that hydrogen could be an alternative to electric vehicle. Electric vehicles have advantages and disadvantages, but even hydrogen will have some disadvantage. We will discuss. So Baha has become very, very relevant to industry, and automotive industry will pick you up if you write in your CV that I have participated in Baha, I was the captain of Baha, or I designed suspension, steering, and brakes of Baha. So Baha has become very, very relevant to automotive industry, and that's why we have 4 events. And industry will look into these 4 events and decide what type of role they can give it to you. So a lot of research has been done, and it says that by 2026, 80% of the jobs will become redundant, and we need to reskill ourselves. So skill development is something which is very important, and not just knowledge, which is guided through AICTE, but also skill which is guided through ASDC, Automotive Skill Development Council, and NSDC, National Skill Development Council, are also going to become important. And NEP 2020 talks about introduction of more skill development into the system. And you know that our country, our government is enforcing and supporting e-Baha, electric vehicle. And why electric vehicle? Because electric vehicle, if it is running in the cities, it will not give any emission. There won't be any COHC, NOx and PM. And hence it is very much essential that we need to work towards sustainability. So electric vehicle and hydrogen vehicle are something which are sustainable. So we talk about ACES, Autonomous Connected Electric and Shared Mobility, which is the new mantra of any automotive. And hence we decided that M-Baha will eventually get converted to H-Baha and E-Baha will eventually get converted to A-Baha. That means all autonomous vehicles have to be electric as on today, and M-Baha vehicle can be converted to CNG, HCNG and hydrogen. So that's the transition we are talking about. Next slide. In the next slide, you know that hydrogen is one of the lightest element. It is a very clean fuel because what comes out is just water vapor. And if the temperatures are very high, there could be nitrogen also, NOx also. But it has very high energy content. The calorific value of hydrogen is very high. And hence, a lot of research has been done in this area, how hydrogen can be employed in IC engine. Next slide. So in case when we want to use hydrogen, we have to be careful because hydrogen is highly flammable. And you cannot see hydrogen, you cannot smell hydrogen. And hence it is very difficult to find out if there is any leakage of hydrogen unless it catches fire. So our Prime Minister has declared that we will become energy dependent by 2047 and we will achieve net zero by 2070. That means we will not have to import any energy or any fuel or crude petroleum from outside India by 2047. And there won't be any carbon dioxide emissions by 2070. We are all working towards reduction of carbon dioxide, whether it is automobile or whether it is anything else. So India, it has a vast renewable energy sources, also as an opportunity to produce green hydrogen for the world. So we will talk about green hydrogen in the subsequent slide. Let's go to the next slide. So Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, MNRE, Government of India is the nodal agency driving the hydrogen program in India. MNRE first started a roadmap on hydrogen in 2005 under the chairmanship of Sri Ratan Tata. And the target was set was 1 million hydrogen vehicles on road by 2020. However, we were not able to take off because the hydrogen as a fuel was not available. So subsequently in 2013, one more Apex Hydrogen Committee was formed under the chairmanship of Dr. Kasturi Rangan. And then they made 5 subcommittees and they gave their proposal. And that is what is the hydrogen roadmap, which you will see in the next slide. So in the next slide, you will see that in January 2023, Government of India declared National Green Hydrogen Mission. Like electric mobility mission, they also declared National Green Hydrogen Mission, where MNRE would be responsible for the overall coordination and implementation. And companies like Reliance, Adani, Indian Oil Corporation, they are all working towards this hydrogen mission. Next slide. So we will not only make hydrogen, we will be a global hub in hydrogen production. So when you say green means the hydrogen will be produced by non-renewable energy sources like solar and wind energy. Just for an example, in Jamnagar in Gujarat, Reliance is coming up with a very big plant where there will be a lot of solar stations, a lot of windmills, and green hydrogen would be produced. It may take a couple of years for them to start the production. So what are important key enablers are resources, infrastructure and supply chain, R&D, regulation and standards, ease of doing business, skill development and public awareness. So all this is taken care in the green hydrogen mission plan. And what is also important is we need to create demand and we need to incentivize this, similar to what we did for electric vehicles. So we are all working towards this. Next slide. So if we are able to move forward the National Green Hydrogen Mission, then it is said by 2030 we would be able to produce 5 million metric ton of hydrogen per annum, which will have a renewable energy capacity addition of 125 gigawatts. This will give jobs to around 6 lakhs additional people, and there will be a total investment of 8 lakh crores of rupees, and we will be able to reduce more than 50 million metric ton of carbon dioxide per year. Next slide. So understanding this importance, everyone has started working towards hydrogen awareness and skill development. You will have alternate fuel as a subject. Very soon you will have hydrogen as a subject in your engineering, and skill development, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship and Ministry of Education have been told to start working on the skill sets for the hydrogen mobility. Next. So it's not just automotive, it also requires chemical engineering, how to produce hydrogen, how to store hydrogen, how to transport hydrogen, and how to use hydrogen. So a lot of work has been done. IIT Delhi, IIT Madras, Banaras Hindu University, and companies like Mahindra, Tata, Volvo, Toyota, Ashok Leyland have been working on this. There has been an ISO standard and now a BIS standard 16735 on hydrogen. And ARI is participating also in UNECE and ISO forums. ARI has been able to successfully fire an IC engine with 30% hydrogen and 70% CNG. So any CNG which has traces of hydrogen is called HCNG. If it is 10%, then it is 10% of hydrogen in HCNG, 20%, 30%. So it is said that up to 18% of hydrogen in CNG can be used in CNG vehicle without any change in the vehicle or without even change in the storage cylinder. And Indian Oil Corporation Reliance is taking active step to produce and distribute HCNG and hydrogen. So last year we had an event with, next slide, with CNG as a fuel, and in Baha 2025 we will have HCNG as a fuel. So we need to look into the safety aspects. So our rule book will talk about safety aspects, and the organization which looks after the safety aspects of usage of alternate fuel is called PESO, Petroleum and Explosive Safety Organization, and they have already rules related to different types of cylinder used for alternate fuel, which I will show you in the next slide. So in the next slide, you will see that there are type 1, type 2, type 3, and type 4 type of cylinder. So type 1 is 100% steel, which we use in our CNG vehicle. Type 2 will have a fiberglass hoop wrap steel liner. So it's steel with a fiberglass. And in CNG 3, type 3, there will be an all carbon full wrap metal liner. And in CNG 4, there won't be any metal at all. It will be fiberglass, carbon. There are a lot of research is being done in this area. And for hydrogen, we will have to use type 4, whereas for CNG, we can use type 1, 2, and 3. And so for HCNG also. For HCNG, we would prefer type 2 or type 3. Next slide, please. So if you look at the property of the fuel, and you can see the property of hydrogen, HCNG with 5% hydrogen, or CNG alone as CH4 methane, or gasoline, you will see gasoline has the lowest calorific value and hydrogen has the highest calorific value. So since CNG vehicles are already running in India, it will be easy for us to start with 5%, 10% or 18% of hydrogen. So we are planning to use 18% of hydrogen in the Baha 2025. And but in future, we expect that we will master 100% hydrogen, which will have much higher calorific value, 3 times higher than that of CNG or gasoline. And you will also see the octane number also increases when you move from gasoline to CNG and CNG to HCNG to hydrogen. And that's what is the advantage we have. But we need to go step by step in the process of transition. Let's go to the next slide and talk about the transition from CNG to HCNG and HCNG to hydrogen. So here there is an example where you use 100% CNG or CNG with 10% hydrogen, 20% hydrogen, 30% hydrogen, and you can compare. So all this you can do using a software called GT Power. All those who participate in HBAHA will get a free license of GT Power by Gamma Technology, 3 licenses per team. Next slide. And you will do the simulation using those GT Power. We talked about transition from CNG to hydrogen, and very soon you will see country using HCNG. Already Delhi have started using 18% hydrogen in CNG in some stations, and slowly this will move to various cities. Next slide. So when you start working on Baha event, you have taken Baha vehicle, as Mundra sir has explained you. Next slide, please. As Mundra sir has explained you, you will be using an Baha vehicle, suspension, steering, brakes, roll cage, everything will be similar. Engine may change. That means instead of a carbureted petrol engine, you can go to a fuel injected CNG engine. You can work on bi-fuel mode. That means it can be CNG or petrol. When CNG is exhausted and the CNG station is not nearby, you may have a 3 liter or a 5 liter petrol tank where you can use that petrol to run the vehicle till you reach a CNG station. So the road to sustainable mobility moves towards conventional vehicle to conventional fuel, that is from petrol, diesel to alternate fuel like CNG, LPG, ethanol, methanol, biodiesel, and then slowly move towards hybrid and electric vehicle technology. We have already reached that stage, and now we need to reach tomorrow towards the hydrogen technology. Next. So quickly, couple of slides on Hydrogen Baha, how we started this event. So when this National Green Hydrogen Mission was launched in 2023, we decided that we will also start working on CNG, HCNG, and hydrogen. And go to the next slide. So basically, we will use a bi-fuel mode, gasoline and CNG, and the same can be then converted to gasoline and HCNG. For this, the engine would be fixed. We have tied up with Reuse at Aurangabad, who will be supplying this engine. The engine is similar to Briggs and Stratton engine. Briggs and Stratton is 10 horsepower engine. This is also 10 horsepower engine. So the same power you will be able to use. When you use CNG, the power goes down by around 10%. When you use HCNG, again, you will get power equivalent to or slightly higher than a gasoline vehicle, depending on the percentage of hydrogen in the fuel. Next slide. So with this bi-fuel mode CNG engine, we have got a discount from Reuse based on which, and Advantex will give us the fuel injection system. Atul Auto is helping us in the application engineering, and based on that, we will be running the event. So here you have to do a literature review, you have to understand the safety aspects, and then when you start the project, you will divide the project in 2 parts. You can get CNG or HCNG, run it on an engine dynamometer, or you can do a computational approach using GT Power and do a modeling and simulation with, and find out if you shift from CNG to HCNG, what will happen, and if you shift from HCNG to hydrogen, what will, and then you can compare your physical data with the computed data, and that would be a validation. Next slide, please. So last year, that is in Baha, January 2024, the first Hydrogen Baha, as I told you, there were 10 teams, but finally 3 teams were able to successfully come to the site with CNG. Team Sanskara from Aurangabad, Team Tarusa Motorsports from Cochin, and Team Amigos from Vishnu Institute of Technology, Bhimavana, a place in Andhra Pradesh. And the winner was Tarusa Motorsports from Cochin. And we look forward, this year we have around 20 to 25 teams in Baha, and we look forward who will be the winner. And as I told you, Advantex, Reuse, and Atul are the industry who are supporting us in Baha. Let's go to the next slide. And then there is a company called Inox who would be supplying us HCNG. So with this, we complete all the 4 presentations, Baha, 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 and Baha. And now we have one more presentation and some more announcements. So please bear with us. Over to you, Raj. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bora sir. So now for the huge announcement, which we all have been waiting for. I'd like to call upon Ms. Dipti Singh, the Diversity Ambassador of BAJA SAEINDIA. Ms. Dipti is currently serving as the DGM at RNTBCI and an experience of more than 15 years in the automobile industry. So without any further ado, over to you, Dipti.
Yeah, hey, Raj. Joel, can you please present the screen? Okay, thank you. So good evening, everyone. So now we are coming to the end with the last presentation, and hope you must be interested to know that why we are focusing on diversity this time. So we have started this already from the last year, and there were some initiatives being taken. And as all the sirs have told, that the industries are really looking for more and more skilled people. And SAE is giving a platform to all the students that they can explore and learn many practical things and make the students industry ready. So we are in the industry, we are looking for the people who are having this knowledge. And we are seeing that there is a big scope on the diversity where we can get more and more skill resource. So now moving on to see this, what are the initiatives we have taken to move into this direction? Next slide, please. So in year 2024, we are so glad to see that there were 164 teams participated, and we were having 5:1 male to female ratio. Though we were having 700 female participants, we were very happy to see that, and we were having only 3 girls team. So you see here that out of 164, only 3 girls team. So really we wish that we should have more and more girls team coming up, and not only the girls team. This time we are trying to come look forward to have more and more girls participation also in the mixed team with the boys. So next slide, Joel. So I belong to Renaissance Tech. So along with Baha, we are trying to see that how we can increase this ratio. So today in 2024, we are 17%, and we are looking forward to double this. And we had already did a great show in Hyderabad in Narsapur during EBA event. We had a panel discussion with different companies, automobile companies. Women joined us, and also the faculty member, plus also the research women joined us. So there were different experience being shared with all the students to learn from that and to see how we can advance in this move. Next slide. So here, if you see that in the left side of the graph, it was like we were 17%. And here in the right side, if you see the trend from 2021, we're kind of flat, little bit increase in the coming years. But we really want that this year, in 2025, to double these numbers. So we count on all of you to see this real increase. Next slide. So as I mentioned that we are like 17%, and we aim to move towards like 50%. Of course, the first target is to double this number, and SAE Baha is not just keeping these numbers. We are taking multiple initiatives to achieve this target. So we'll see in the coming slide that what are the initiatives we are bringing this year, specifically new ones, which will really benefit you. Next slide. Okay, so here we have the 10 specific initiatives which we are going to, which all can benefit, especially for the diversity, and also there are some benefits which will be useful for the mixed team as well. So the first one, if the team size reach to 25 members, and if you add 5 more female members, then it will be without any registration fees. So this was there also last year, but yes, we are keeping this further to have our more inclusive team. And the another one, that returning all girls team will have a 20%, 25% of discount on the overall registration fees. And if we are having the all new girls team, so really we would like to have here many more girls team. So they will have a benefit of 50% discount on the overall registration amount. So again, there is a disclaimer here. if you will avail this, then there is another waivers you can't avail it. So there is you have to go through the guidelines more clearly. And another one in phase 3, if you will have, so again here it is for the non-girls team, so it's a mixed team where if there are girls with more than 10 numbers, so they can avail the reimbursement of 10,000. So we really look forward that all people should get benefit of this. And then we have specific initiatives coming from Renaissance Tech. The first one is the all-girl best team will get the award from Renaissance Tech. And then we are bringing up the new one, which is the best team with more than 50% of the girls member in the team will be awarded by Renaissance Tech. So it is not just because of the numbers. Here we will have an evaluation to see the girls are also participating in the core activities, let's say the for the captain or doing the design and the development of the ATVs. It is not only for the numbers. We really want that our girls should be ready and learn from this ATV and be really industry ready. Then the Renaissance Tech is also giving internship for all the girls best team. And the last one from Renaissance Tech is that we are trying to provide you the technical mentorship for all the girls team. So you will be getting, of course, a lot of support. So you will not be alone in this journey. You will have a lot of support from Baha as well as from the Renaissance Tech. And the last two were, it is for all the people that you have a really great opportunity for placement, that the best industries are coming here in all the different Bahas, and that you will have the opportunity to join great industries. And of course, there are experts coming in this event. So you will have a good network opportunity and also to learn from them. So this is all what we are bringing, specific initiatives to increase the diversity ratio for Baha. And now we look forward to you, to the faculty advisors, to the college management, and all the students to come up and support for this initiative. So that's it from my side. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Dipti ma'am.
Yuvraj,
So, yes.
Yuvraj Sudhir Gupta this side. Mundra
Yes,
sir
sir.
would like to repeat the choice of engine students are
Yes,
asking,
yes. Oh,
and limit
yeah,
of engine power and what is happening to MBA and all that. Thank you.
Yes, sure.
Thank you.
Yes, Mundra sir.
Yeah. So for the benefit of all the team members, I would like to repeat and give some more details. When we talked about the MBAHA, we were talking about the powertrain. In the powertrain, we said that from 2025 onwards, from this event onwards, we are trying to bring in this flexibility in the choice of the engine. All these days, as you know, we have been using approximately 400 cc 10 horsepower Briggs & Stratton carbureted engine, which has been there for many years. And this engine was used by all teams, and it was mandatory to use this particular engine. Now, as you are aware, probably teams may be knowing that SAE International has shifted from Briggs & Stratton to Kohler engine now. And the events which are taking place abroad, they are with the Kohler engine. And they have deviated from Briggs & Stratton. And so we decided that in order to promote this, a new integration of the engine and the performance optimization of both engine and the vehicle, we will permit the teams to use another engine instead of Briggs & Stratton. They are free to use Briggs & Stratton either from their engine which is available with the returning teams, or they can take an engine from the other teams if it is available, or see if they can import or whatever, they have to do it on their own, because we do not have now any more further relationship. Briggs & Stratton has stopped for the SAE International also. So similarly, it will not be available also for the SAE India as the supply of the engine. So there is a flexibility which has to be given. So what we have decided is that within the similar power band and similar cubic capacity, there will be a limit on the power. For example, if 10 horsepower was the power of the Briggs & Stratton engine, we may limit the power to, let us say, about 14 horsepower, for example. Exact details will be given very shortly. And 14 horsepower could be probably a limit to which an engine can be used. And as Dr. Vora has said, it need not be a carbureted engine. It can be also a fuel injected engine. It can be a further optimized engine also by the teams if they wish to do so, as it happens in case of the Formula One. For example, for the Supra or the racing, where you have a cubic capacity of an engine and they try to tune the engine and modify the engine and try to derive the best power. So we will have a cubic capacity limitation for the engine, which could be, let's say, today if it is 400 cc in case of the Briggs and Stratton, so we may probably say 400 to 500 cc, for example, and the power limitation. There will be no RPM restriction also. One could use higher speed engine, medium speed engine. Instead of using, let us say, 3600 RPM engine, one is free to use 2400 RPM engine, 3000 RPM engine also. You need to select where you want to terminate the power, where to terminate the speed, how to optimize the engine, how to match the transmission to the newer power and the cubic capacity specification, and also the specific power output of the engine, which will change once you change from carbureted engine to the fuel injected engine. It will not remain the same as it is currently. It will be delivering more power and it will be more optimized, better fuel consumption. From every count, you will be improving the performance of the powertrain, because the emissions also will go down substantially. So everywhere it is all a win-win situation when you go to the newer category of engines, which is going to be the introduction from 2025. As far as Baha is concerned, Baha will still remain. Baha is the mother of all the Baha events. Baha is something which will continue. It's not that it is getting discontinued. The powertrain options are getting now created. Once base Baha is itself is going to have a choice of an engine, whatever you would like to use, the ICE engine as such, which will remain with the students. You are in any case graduating to CNG and the hydrogen mode and all that. So it's a matter of only changing the powertrain which is going to take place. So Baha remains as Baha. It will, CNG finally currently, like last year we had the CNG, it's also an ICE engine finally with an alternate fuel CNG. So there is nothing like, stopping the Baha. Baha remains, and how the new features can be introduced, newer versions, that will keep on happening year on year. Some new integrations would come in and all that. So there would be finally, as you all are aware, the idea of this thing is the out of classroom education and hands-on experience, and sharpen your skills, whether it is in respect of the design, usage of the CAE or optimization, anything, you name it. All those things will be there still. That would remain as the key elements of this Baha event. So you need not worry that, whether you should participate or don't participate. Please do participate. Learning is, certain and very, very beneficial and large for all the teams and all the students. So this is what I wanted to tell you, but you will get very soon the announcement on the cubic capacity and the power. I have given you just an indication, let's say about, because exceeding that power also does not help as such, because this is not an high-speed event. The max speed is limited to 60 km/h, whether it is any Baha, H Baha, E Baha, M Baha, or whatever. 60 km speed will remain, so you do not need the power from the engine, and it is unnecessarily then an issue from the point of view of the designing the entire power train, which can transmit the torque to the wheels with that kind of the torque rating which you will achieve, output torque to the wheels, and particularly four-wheel drive configuration, which is compulsory now for the Baha vehicle. You will have all problems related to slips and all that, because the traction will be limited, weight is limited. So typically one should not exceed 14 horsepower. This could be one of the guidelines. And the cubic capacity, definitely you are able to do this kind of power between 400 to 500 cc itself. So this is the logic for the selection of the power and the cubic capacity. Of
Okay,
course,
sir.
performance will improve as you will go to the newer technology engines, or you will modify and tune it up yourself. So this is a nice opportunity for all the students to learn, and whether it is on the engine itself or on the integration of the new engine and the transmission matching. So that's all I had to say. You will hear more details very soon. Maybe Dr. Vora has something to additionally say on whatever I have said. Thank you.
No, sir. Sir, no, very good clarification. I don't have to say anything. I'll request Yuvraj to take up the questions which are there in the chat box, and Hari can also help to answer.
Okay. So apart from the engine, there are a lot of questions regarding when will the CAD of the hydrogen Baha engine will be shared? What are the cylinder specifications?
You can ask the question one by one. Any one of us will answer.
Okay.
Gupta sir, you can put on your video.
Okay. So firstly, to answer there's a question regarding when will the rule book be released. So all the rule book will be released very soon. You just have to stay connected with us through the social media. We'll
Yeah,
put
it will be
in there.
positively released before the preliminary Baha.
So are teams allowed to choose the type of cylinder in HBAR? This is question 4.
No, we will specify the cylinder which you have to use. We'll also specify the vendor from where you can buy.
Okay.
Yuvraj, regarding rule book, they can use the old rule book till this new rule book is being released.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is the
There won't be
reference.
much change. Yeah, correct.
Yeah, there won't be much change. That is the reference to 2024 rule book.
Yeah, except the engine part, everything is going to remain same. So they can start using the old rule book, and when the new rule book comes next month, they can start using that.
Yes. How many teams are participating in HBAR event this year?
In HBAHA, as on today, around 20 to 25 teams have registered. And now, since we are opening up once again for the next 5 days, let us see how many teams are registering.
Okay. Where would be the physical workshop be happening?
Yeah, there will be a workshop for all the 4 events, and those workshops will start from next month. Some of them will be webinars, some of them will be physical workshop. So one by one, every month, you will get some of the other event happening.
Is
Maybe
there a
this time,
chance?
maybe this time we will have a exclusive workshop for the brakes with hands-on feel for the
Yes.
the team. So that will help them a lot.
So there will be a brakes workshop, there will be a driver's workshop, there will be a workshop where you will learn various software like IPG Carmaker, NSYS Granta, then GT Power, NSYS Altair software, MATLAB. So there is a series of virtual webinars where you will learn all this software once you get the license.
Okay. Is there a chance of either phase 1 or phase 2 to be conducted offline?
As on today, phase 1 and phase 2 are planned online, and phase 3 will be physical. But we cannot rule out whether it would be online or offline. It depends on the situation and the health condition of the country.
Okay.
One of the workshop can be conducted at Nitrax, Dr. Vora.
Yes.
Is 4-wheel drive compulsory for EBA 2025?
Who can answer that? Hari or Ashish? Can you answer this?
Sir, as of now, the rule book is still under work. So that announcement will be made soon about the 4-wheel drive being compulsory or not.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
Yes.
There's a question regarding, will there be a workshop on GT suit?
Yes, there will be a workshop on GT suit where you will be taught, you will be first given the license and only then the workshop. And the license will be given only once you finalize all your team members. And once your team members are finalized, you have to nominate 3 names to whom the license will be provided. And once the license is provided, the workshop will take place.
Okay. We are participating first time and we want to know how the presentation for phase 1 is to be done. So
There
for
will
this,
be- Yes, Yuvraj.
can I take? Regarding this, we have posted several videos on our YouTube channel in which all the top teams were asked to share their experience and how do they work on presentation. You can go through them. They are very insightful. You can watch it on the YouTube channel as well.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's called-
adding to Yuvraj, before the phase one or the preliminary round, there will be a detailed guideline which will be released where all the details of what content should be there in the presentation will be properly laid out. So you will be able to understand what to put. And then if you have any questions, you can directly post it on Baha India forum. The access of the forum also is under process, and you will be getting the access very, very soon.
Yeah, so it's very important to understand, please don't call organizing committee members. Whatever answer they give may not be correct, may be correct, may not be correct. But whatever answers you get through the Baha forum will be always correct. So it is advisable to ask your question in Baha forum and you will get the answer there and they will be the correct answer and will be binded to those answers.
This is the last question, I think so. Sir, what will be the setup for HCNG as 18% hydrogen is being added this year?
Yeah, so there is a company called Inox who produces hydrogen and CNG, or they mix them together in somewhere near between Bombay and Pune. And hence our venue has to be somewhere near Bombay and Pune. So most probably it would be in Pune. And they will supply the mixed hydrogen and CNG. But the modalities are yet to be worked out.
Okay. I think so. This is it. Questions are over.
Yeah, there is a question that any major changes in battery for e-Baha? There is no major change. You can produce your own battery, but if you produce your own battery, then it has to be certified by a test agency like AREI.
Area and Altex.
Yeah, there are any test agency, any official test agency notified by government. AREI is giving 90% discount. And similarly, there are many organizations who may give discount. So you are free to go anywhere as far as it is an authorized test agency.
Okay, so will there be a two-cylinder setup in HCNG powertrain?
Right now, it will be only one cylinder. For HCNG, the engine is fixed. That is Greaves bi-fuel engine, which is manufactured in Aurangabad. The specification is already given in the presentation. Once the H-Baha teams are finalized, we will have a separate workshop for it.
You can use a two-cylinder engine for Baha if you want, but within the cubic capacity and power range, no issues.
Yes, sir. If we are using OEM bike engine, we are limited to use only CVT, or can we use manual gearbox?
You are free to use CVT or manual gearbox. The choice is yours. CVT has certain advantages, but it is costly. But the choice is yours. There is no compulsion.
Okay. So this is it. The questions.
I think there are several questions being flashed again and again for the engine.
Engine.
We have clarified at length. Who is this Mr. Om Survey or somebody who is asking again and again about engine? Can you just unmute him and ask him to say what he wants?
Sir, we will, since we don't know much about engine and we don't want to reveal what we are going to do about engine, there could be a misunderstanding. So all engine related question we will be able to answer once our internal meeting is done and we decide what should be the rules and regulation for the Baha engine. We'll come back to you.
Yes.
Till then, please hold on.
Yes.
And
the
all the
guidelines will
engine
be put
related
out.
guideline will be available in the rule book as well. So
Yes.
teams, please be patient for a while and you will be able to get all the details. Once you have doubts after going through the rule book, you can definitely come back to us and we'll be more than happy to assist you.
Okay.
Yes, Gupta sir, sorry to cut you, sir.
Okay. So I think the questions are over now. So Vorasa with okay, so Vorasa, with your permission, can we conclude the Q&A session?
Yeah, I think we are done. And once again, the announcement, next 5 days, the registration will be open. Please inform your friends and colleagues. And I will request Hari to give the vote of thanks.
Yes, sir. So good evening, everybody. Welcome once again to the introductory webinar of Baha SAEINDIA 2025. On behalf of Baha SAEINDIA, I'm honored to extend a heartfelt vote of thanks to all the students and faculty members who joined us on a Friday night and made this a resounding success. We had around 700 participants in this webinar, and I want to express my sincere gratitude to all the members who had joined to attend the webinar. I'd like to express my thanks to all the organizing committee members who joined despite their busy schedule to share their knowledge and to introduce and let all the participants know the path forward for this season. I would like to thank Dr. Vora, Dr. Gupte, Shantanu sir, Munra sir to join, and all the technical team members who were involved in making this webinar happen in such a short time. The alumni committee, huge thanks to you in working tirelessly behind the scene and ensuring that this webinar runs smoothly. Your efforts have been phenomenal, and I thank you from the heart. I wish everybody best of luck for this season. Do follow our social media handles, write to us in case of any doubts, and we'll get back to us as soon as we can. So looking forward to an exciting event. Let's move forward with a season full of learning, innovation, teamwork, and hard work. Thank you and have a great weekend. Good night, everybody. I request everybody to please switch on their video. We'll just stop for a group photograph and we can then wind up.
Request all speakers, faculty, students, please open up your video. We'll take a group photo.
Gupta sir, please illuminate your face.
Yuvraj, can you take the group photo?
Okay, it's done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you everyone for joining.
Thank you, everyone, for
Well
joining.
organized seminar. Hari and the team of alumni members. It was wonderful. And the participation also was superb. Thank you so much for all your
Yes.
efforts.
Yeah, we had around 650 participants. That's very good. Bye-bye,
Thank
everyone.
you. Thank you.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
everyone.
Okay.
Meet
Thank you.
soon.
Thank you.